Welcome, everyone, to an exciting broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports. Some great action in store tonight, seeing some of the best and brightest young players on the hardwood. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. It's the Michigan Wolverines taking on the Kansas Jayhawks.
And the thing you love about collegiate sports, the passion, the energy, I mean, the competitiveness and that hunger and drive to succeed and show what you have, it's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you gain with excellent coaching and mentorship at this level, really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
On the court for Michigan, we've got Ellis. He's out there with Jones. Flash out there with Smith. And it's Crawford at the 2. Well, for a long time, Michigan has been a big power in men's basketball. Really in all sports, the school has a very strong program.
No doubt, the Wolverines love their sports. Easy to cheer for the basketball program with all the success they've had over the years.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
And here's Jones following the three-pointer by Freak. Out left to the wing, and a wide-open look for Lee. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game.
Boy, did he go hard to the boards, but clearly went over the back in doing it.
Yeah, kudos for the effort. I always love that kind of effort, but he was just a little overzealous.
Here's Flash. Screen by Ellis. Jones, the pass to Ellis. Takes a big high bounce. Goes in.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
On defense, Michigan. There's the dish to Oubre. To the paint, Crawford with the steal. And the foul called on Freak. Michigan with the ball. They trail by one. On the court for Michigan. You've got Flash. Ellis is out there with Jones. And it's Smith. And it's Banks. And at the 2 spot. Pass to Flash. The 3. Got a hand on it. And he's able to get it back. Michigan moving it around. Here's Ellis. Oubre pulls it in.
And Kansas always seems to be in title contention. I mean, the program does a great job of finding tough players and having a system that fits them best. Rarely are they not a title contender.
Now here's Terry. Here's Shamoski. That 3 off the mark. Flash passes to Banks. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And the Jayhawks do a great job in recruiting talent. All sorts of players have come through Kansas and found success.
Yeah, and you know they develop not only the stars like Paul Pierce and Andrew Wiggins, but role players too, guys that have made a living in the NBA as fitting into roles. Mario Chalmers and Nick Collison come to mind.
Freak's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. The feed to Banks. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Banks has got his second bucket of the game to go. Kansas trails by 3. Lee kicks to Oubre. In the corner, it's Freak. The tray. No good. Now the Wolverines take it the other way.
You know, Freak just hasn't been able to perform how we're accustomed to seeing him up until this point. I mean, he just hasn't been able to string anything together.
There are a lot of things that might be affecting him. You know, with his reputation, defenses will pay special attention to him. And that might be throwing him off a little bit here in this game.
Now Smith following the three-point attempt by Freak. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Lee outside. Trying to get back on track. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Left side, Banks. There's 37 seconds left in the first half. Off target from outside.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Lee outside, and the shot is good. Lee's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Flash passes to Ellis. Pulls up, high post. And once again off the mark by Michigan. With 2 seconds left, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Trying to make it a three-point play.
Both teams.
Ja nie podawałem. No, Spartanemu też podałem na pustą bramkę.
Nawet szkolnik do mnie napisał, że Kamil, to co odpierdalał i mówi to co sobie, kurwa, nic nie podawali, kwadrat, nikt i chuj, nie? Sami na sam szli. Ja mówię, no kurwa, no były sytuacje, chcieli się wepchać tam tutaj, nie? Ja tam nic nie gadałem, nie? Ale to z ich strony. No ja też tutaj się założę. No Kamil, a powiedz co, Kamil nie przysadnie? Wczoraj?
Na moje, on w ogóle go nie powinno być w pierwszym składzie.
Kurwa, no ja nie lubię tak grać, jak nikt już nie będzie podawał, czy w ogóle w sytuacjach jakichś takich, to kurwa.
Ale on tak zawsze robi. On tak zawsze robi.
Ale jak ja z nim grałem, ostatnio mu odjebało, jak zaczął grać tą karierę, kurwa, to nie wiem co. Sam, kurwa, bo w karierze grasz jednym zawodnikiem, nie podajesz botom i sam grasz. I on tutaj tak samo.
And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunities.
Zamoshki, he's in at shooting guard, and it's Terry in at the power forward. And for the Wolverines, they've got Smith. Jones is out there with Ellis, and there's Flash, and it's Crawford at the two-guard spot.
Boy, some really big names have come out of the Kansas Jayhawks program into the NBA, a pair of first overall picks in their history. Believe it or not, Wilt Chamberlain wasn't one of them.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
Hey, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court. You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, but one more advantage in the stat column, and that's what's translated to this lead.
So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Well, on the topic of Wilt Chamberlain's draft was under that territorial right, which was why he wasn't first overall. But if you add him to the list, that would make 3 total Jayhawks taken #1, Greg.
Yeah, along with Danny Manning and also Andrew Wiggins being the overall #1 selection. I mean, the Jayhawks have had a ton of talent, though, in the lottery over the course of their history. This school has produced just tremendous talent year in and year out.
Like Paul Pierce. White sets a screen. Here's Flash. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. That's into the Jayhawks' lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Wright.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him. They got the lead despite pretty cold shooting from the field in the first half, and now they're beginning to find their groove.
Heating up and looking to build on that lead.
Here's the screen. Flash passes to Wright. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And you look at the long list of former players from the University of Michigan, a lot of big-name NBA players got their start as Wolverines. It's been that way for a long time.
Greg, you mentioned moments ago all the former Wolverines that have made it to the NBA. Michigan has been one of the best talent developing schools played for a long time.
And, you know, apart from the Fab Five group, Kevin, the Wolverines can also name Glenn Rice as an outstanding NBAer, and Trey Burke and Nick Stauskas, recent grads from Ann Arbor.
Even from over here, you can see that was pretty clear.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
So both teams changing it up.
A wiesz, że sprawa będzie wyglądała, że na przykład teraz ja cały tydzień będę, nie?
Michigan trails by 7. Zamoski in its shooting guard. And it's Lee in at the point. And Stevenson kicks to Smith. Rebounded by the Jayhawks. Gaines has got 3 rebounds now in this one.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, they're looking to battle back. That's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
And, you know, guys, that kind of offensive efficiency really keeps a lot of pressure on the opponent, and that's part of why the lead is what it is.
And that one's good.
Now, that's a killer crossover. The defender got totally shook up by that move.
Jayhawks leading by 7. 1:39 left here in the second half of the game. Oubre dishes to Freak. For 3. Taylor with the rebound.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Yeah, the D, though, just enough to bother the rhythm on that one, Clark.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Lee passes to Freak. 1:09 left here in the second half. Bangs home the trifecta. And Kansas leads by 8.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has...
On the defensive end, I want some of you to crash the glass and get control of the ball. The rest of you, leak out so we can get some easy transition points.
A sibling willing to help you develop your skill
Kulturka widzę.
Wolverines making a switch here.
Jak tam zrobiłeś tego Xboxa?
1:03 left in the second half of basketball.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And again, it's Kansas.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
So Michigan ends up going with the new group. 32 seconds left to play here in the second half. The
Mecz.
17-footer. Crawford's shot is good.
Well, he knew how many inches he had.
Muszę dokończyć mecz.
I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take
Jeszcze 2/4.
And so they
One
choose
są
to
krótkie w
attempt
miarę.
This may be their most important
To jeden możecie zagrać.
doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
And he commits the intentional foul. We got 22 seconds left here in the second half. And an intentional foul right there. And a nice job of nailing the first one.
A nie, jednak już skończyłem, bo tu są tylko 2/4 w tym studenckim.
Chipsy bananowe, kurwa.
Ej, Sławek, a może mógłbyś styl tak jak oni, do przodu ciągle.
Nie, no widziałem, że oni na początku...
Na parcie wszystko było wczoraj. U nich.
My graliśmy ładnie, oni wszystko powinni zrobić.
Chyba, ale nie, bo taktyki nie ma sensu zmieniać, nie?
Widzieliście tabelę? Mamy szansę się utrzymać.
Nie.
Mamy szansę, bo Poland odpadło. I Poland przyszli pozabierali po 3 punkty. A my z Poland mieliśmy drugi czy czwarty mecz i przegraliśmy z nimi. I nam nie odjęli.